back to Houston Life. Summer fun can turn fast around the pool, and child injury attorney Drew Bavona, known as the voice for kids, is here with simple steps to help keep children safe around water. Drew, I was telling you off camera, this is something that I am very, very passionate about. I have 9 younger nephews and nieces, and quite a bit of them have had summer pool birthday parties. Yep. And we have always had designated adults to keep the eyes on the water at all time. And we know that is #1 in safety. Yep, that is #1. And I had a family friend tell us that when they have a party, to designate one person, hey, you have the plane, watch the children at the party. And if they have to, go get another drink or use the restroom, to hand that off to another adult. So there's always one person who's watching the kids. Because, I mean, the tale as old as time. You cannot assume. You cannot assume that somebody is watching and then, God forbid, something bad happens. Right. Because it's also not about these splashing drownings, right? Drowning can be silent, which makes it even scarier. That is correct. And we think that it's going to be a lot of flailing and there's water everywhere, but so often these drowning accidents happen completely silent. Yeah, yeah. And I also want to talk about your kids' ability. You may think that they are really great swimmers, they're strong swimmers, and they do great in deep end, but it's really important for adults and parents to know their child's swimming ability. Exactly, especially how comfortable they are in the water. When I was younger, I was a lifeguard, and the only time I saved a girl was when she could swim, but she went down a slide into the deep end, and it just threw her off. It scared her. So she had ability, but she shouldn't have been going down that slide on that deep end. Got to keep the kids in the shallow end or keep them in the deep end if they can swim, but knowing what they can do. And if you have someone, a little child, who they can swim in the deep water, they can do the diving board or the slide, still go with them and just keep that extra eye on them, right? Especially if they get tired or if they get a cramp. Exactly. Don't just assume my child can swim, they'll be fine. Right. Famous last words, dangerous territory. I want to talk about being prepared, because it's not just about bringing the sunscreen, it's about the life jackets, the swim shirt, and the first aid kits, the water shoes, all of these things that parents should have on hand with them. Exactly. I kind of have a go bag when I take my son to swim, which has been almost every weekend. The towel, the swim shirt, sunblock. I have a small little emergency kit with some Band-Aids and things in it just in case, but also goggles, the floaties, and now they have the floaty vest, which provide so much more buoyancy. All the things that he needs or may need when we get there, so I don't have to drive back home. Yeah, you mentioned the one that goes across the chest. I know that puts a lot of confidence in these little swimmers, right? But at any given time, if they get tired and they accidentally fall forward and they're not kicking their feet, you just need to keep eyes on, even if they're wearing the floaties. Yes, exactly. Still keep eyes on them. These floaties, since it's on the front, help them float on their back. Yeah. But still, they can get into a bind, they can get into an accident, even with the floaties. Yeah. Okay, this is really good advice for anybody with a pool. I have a pool, my parents have a pool, grandparents have a pool. You gotta keep it locked. You gotta keep it gated, and you got to keep it fenced so that at least there's some type of protection. Most definitely. And I know that's an expensive feat. Sometimes it's just as important as making sure that back door is locked. Yes. Right? When the pool's not being used, there's no access. Yeah, it's just too tempting, right? Because when kids see the pool, they know they have a good time in it. They know that they can jump in it. Doors unlocked, gates unlocked. Also exactly. And all of us with young kids know that just a couple of minutes, what they can get into. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, another great thing to mention here while we're in Houston is the heat. Yep. I want to talk about, some things that we should prepare for if we were going out to the pool. Maybe you bring the extra water to stay hydrated. What are some other things that we can do to avoid any type of extra heat exposure? Definitely hydration, definitely layers, and trying to get in the shade when you can. Don't just keep these young children out in the sun all day, because they might not be able to verbalize that they're overheating or getting overheated. Also important to have the right shoes. So often kids like to run around without shoes on, but we have to remember, especially in Houston, that hot concrete, the hot walkways at let's say a swim activity center, want to keep their feet safe. Yeah, because they're burning on the bottom for sure. Swim shoes, a great idea. And lastly, I do want to touch on this because I feel it's so important. There's a lot of school sports practices happening outside. Some of them are even getting into two-a-days, these high school teams. You got to remember to take breaks and stay hydrated because these kids are practicing. And again, they might not know when they're getting overheated.
Exactly. And it's important for the parents to have that due diligence to make sure the coaches or the admin staff there are providing water, providing Gatorade, providing breaks, that they have the right policies and procedures in place as well.
Yeah. I do want people to understand that when they contact you guys, you can get a free consultation. People can explain maybe their situation and you can give them the best.
Always free. And I focus on helping injured children across this state, all different types of ways. Always happy to talk to a parent.
I think it's so great, you as the voice of kids, because they really can't speak up for themselves. And some parents don't even know how to kind of start that conversation legally. You're the guy
Exactly.
to do it, right?
Adults know you get in an auto accident, you can call an attorney, but they often don't think that when their child's injured, especially because of some kind of negligence, the child has rights too.
Yeah. One last thing you want to leave anybody today?
I want everybody to have a great 4th of July holiday, especially with family and friends. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe. That's the key. Drew Bavona, thank you so much. Such great information. I really do appreciate you coming by and bringing it for us today. All right. The voice for the kids, thank you so much. Bavona Law offers free case evaluations. To learn more, bavonalaw.com. Log on there or call 832-662-6948.